to my channel. It's Araceli. I am back filming on my phone because my camera's out of battery. So, what are you gonna do? Today, you guys, I wanted to share a DIY box flower centerpiece. I see these a lot floating around on Pinterest and Instagram, and they're kind of like farmhouse type of decor. And I have tons of wood. I wanted to make it out of wood, but I wanted to make it kind of friendlier to those who want to try it out. So it's going to be like a DIY non-wood version. Again, I have tons of wood. I would have done it like that, but I wanted to I kind of wanted to see if this would work out for me as well. So it's not going to be as like farmhouse-ish because I don't have a farmhouse. I don't live on a farm. My house is not any specific way of being decorated or anything like that. So anyways, I just wanted to give this a shot. So I'm going to show you guys what you'll be needing, or what I'm going to be needing for this DIY. So as always, actually, you know what? I like the lighting better like this. So I don't know, just lighting never works. So I'm going to be using some of this white foam board, and everything I'm using aside from like one thing is from the Dollar Tree. So white foam board, and then I have a few of these, and then I have a big area to work with. So I'm going to be using these floral foams. There's 3 of them. I'm going to have a ruler, scissors just in case, wire cutters. I don't know where my utility knife is at, but it's alright. I'll use this knife. And then E6000 glue, hot glue. I don't know if I'll need the E6000 glue or not. I guess we'll find out. Of course, hot glue, my hot glue gun. And then I have this liner, which is like a gray and white, and it has the adhesive already on it, so I'm going to be using this. I have some dry moss, and then some reindeer moss, and I also have all these flowers. Again, everything's from the Dollar Tree, and then I may add some candle holders, you guys. I guess I will figure it out once I go along with it. So I may just add 1 or 2. We'll see. Stay tuned, you guys. Alright guys, so the very first that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the entire foam board. I was going to do it this way, but my table's pretty big, so I'm going to do it to the longest length that I have here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it in 3 sections. So I'm going to do the 2 sides, the bottom, and the ends. So I wanna use this whole thing. So I just kind of got to determine what height I want it to be, and I'm probably gonna have it at about 6 inches. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at about 6 inches in height. So I'm just gonna measure that out right there. And then from there, I'm gonna measure the other 6 inches, which will be obviously right there because this is a foot ruler. And then I'll do it over here as well. 6 and 6. And so I'm just gonna measure it out, and then I'll cut these out. So those are gonna be my sides, and then I'm gonna cut out the bottom part also, and then what's gonna be the 2 ends of the box, okay? So while I'm gonna measure these out, and then I'll cut them and come back to you guys. My pieces are now cut. So I have the 2 sides, which are a little bit wider than the bottom, and then the bottom piece. So what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be my base, okay? So I'm gonna be gluing right in here, and then attaching all ends together. And then once I have that glued, that way it's a little bit more sturdy, I'm gonna go ahead and attach the end part here. So first I'm gonna glue here, and I'm gonna use both E6000 glue and then the hot glue just so it sticks really well on there. My box is all made, as you can see. It's all glued up. Doesn't look so pretty, but it will. So I'm gonna take an extra step here. I'm gonna grab another piece of that foam board, and I'm just gonna trace that out, and I'm just gonna make another bottom part to it, just so that it's really like on there good. So that bottom base is gonna hold all the pieces together that way. So as you can see, it's gonna cover this part and this part right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out. The bottom part is on there now. So I have my base, went ahead and glued it. I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm gonna take out that liner that I had, and I'm gonna unroll it. So what I figured out is that it's actually gonna be just the right size for what I'm doing. So now basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of line it up a little bit here. I'm gonna wanna leave maybe a little, maybe like an inch of an overhang. That way I can flip it over and glue it to the inside. And so I'm seeing here where I'm going to fold it. That's gonna be just a little bit short on the sides, but it'll be okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's short by just a tiny little bit on one side. That'll be okay though. So now that I marked, and then I'm just gonna crease at that point. So I'm creasing it, that way it's nice and like tight to the box. Okay, I more or less got it. So here's gonna be the tricky part, you guys. Tricky part's gonna be sticking it on. So I think I'm gonna start with just one end. And I just gotta be careful with this because I think that once it's down, you can unpeel it, but it might start getting, like the adhesive might start coming off. And I don't want it to get like wrinkly and ugly, which it might, but it'll be fine, I think. Okay, so here's the reason why I creased it as well. Okay, so once I start bringing the this paper up, you're gonna be able to see the creases on the actual liner. So I'm just gonna make sure to line this up as best I can on that end, okay? And then I'm just gonna gently start bringing the liner up. And I'm just gonna like try to smooth it out as I come up. That way I can minimize the bubbles. And right here already it kind of got messed up, but you can't really tell unless you look at it really closely. Alright guys, so I'm all done wrapping this box. It's not perfect, but it'll do. As you can see, you can see like where I folded and whatever, it still looks nice. So what I'm actually gonna do, I have these 3 candle holders. They're just like iron holders, and I left enough space for these to fit in there. So I'm just gonna kind of line them up how I want them, and then after I do that, I'm just gonna kind of mark where I want them to be. So I'm just gonna take my pencil and kind of mark where I want them to be. And the reason I'm doing this is so I know where I'm gonna put my foam. Okay, so I marked in there, and that's where I'm gonna kind of cut up my foam a little bit. And basically you can just take a knife and pretty much split it right down and then break it off. I hate that noise, you guys. I went ahead and brought this closer, that way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm going to take the E6000 glue. Just put somewhere I want to glue these. And that'll dry eventually. But for now I'm putting the hot glue, that way it kind of dries faster, so it glues faster and it doesn't move around. Okay, so I marked it and I put the glue in all those spots. And again, you guys, this doesn't look perfect. Seriously, it doesn't. It looks kind of shoddy actually. But it'll be fine. Alright guys, so that is it for this DIY. Hopefully it's helpful to you guys if you want to make something similar. And then also you probably will better your method of doing it by watching my mistakes and what didn't work for me. That is it, you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to see anything else. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!